Hi, welcome to number 300 Power Blast Podcast. Welcome everyone, Perry Tinsley here, host of Power Blast Podcast, owner of PutYourselfFirst.com. So glad that you can be a part of this little celebration, a little milestone podcast. It's unbelievable how many episodes we've been able to do since April 2007, one a week. We're on number 300. Time keeps flying. It's unbelievable, but I have a very special guest that I have on the call today. Special video clip. The guy that created the company that helped me and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people get in shape, get fit, get totally ripped. CEO Carl Daikeler is on the call with me, and I'm just gonna flip it over to our little Skype chat here, and we'll take it away there. Hey, got Carl Daikeler, CEO from Team Beachbody, or actually Beachbody. And Team Beachbody, I guess. So welcome, Carl, to the Power Blast Podcast. This is episode 300. 300 weeks.
Congratulations. Who knew we'd even be around 300? That's phenomenal. Well done, Perry.
Wow. Thanks, man. It's been incredible. I remember talking when we launched the Coach Network with Team Beachbody, called $1 Million Body at the time, and we were toying around with ideas. I'm like, can I do this podcast thing? And then I started to think, is this even sustainable? Is there enough topics to talk about one thing a week for anybody to even get interested in with health, fitness, lifestyle, success stories, and things like that? And there's so many things waiting on the table, but there are those milestone types of things. And as I was thinking, gosh, we're coming upon 300. I want to do something special. I thought, how about talk to the man that started up the company and that created these amazing products that help people just change their lives and transform their health and fitness. I know, me being one of them, one of those skeptical people that saw this goofy infomercial. I'm like, oh gosh, do I want to buy a gadget? Do I want to buy a gizmo? This stuff actually looks like you got to work. You got to do something. Yeah, and this Tony Corton guy looks cool. So doing that and then being scared to death with that P90X. Thanks for really bumping up the level of intensity and extremeness and bringing it out to the masses. That's crazy. But I mean, as I brought you on here, I wanted to just have you share, what's that journey been like for you over, since you launched the company and all the way up to even today and where you see things going. I mean, it has to kind of blow you away of what you wanted to do initially and what you've been able to create.
Well, thanks, Perry. I don't know. I think what blows me away, quite honestly, is, there's no mystery in the fitness that once you inspire people to work a little harder, and that work can translate into these kind of results, whether it's somebody losing 200 pounds or somebody losing 20 pounds, but getting absolutely in the best shape of their lives with these crazy ripped transformations. I think the delightful surprise, both in terms of the capability of the company and then the acceptance in the coach business, is around Shakeology. That we as a company could create something that would have this kind of health impact for people, that is just doing such amazing things to transform the health of anybody who takes this shake daily and consistently. And the fact that our little company, not a drug company, not one of these billion-dollar resource companies, but our little company had the guts to do things that all the marketers, all the big-time marketers said couldn't be done, and that is sell a shake that truly represents the kind of value that a shake can achieve and the kind of dense nutrition that a shake can achieve. But nobody else felt like you could charge appropriately for something like that. So, the fact that we did it, and the fact that it's a $3 million plus a week business, and that we get letter after letter, and email and Facebook posts from people saying, just how good it makes them feel. That's something I didn't know was in my wheelhouse as a marketer or as a product development guy. And at the same time, I didn't know that coaches could make a market in it. But it truly is for those who get it, like you, for people who understand the value of feeding the body well at least once a day. It's been a pretty great victory to see that business grow. Now, I understand it's not for everybody. Not everybody does understand it. Some people think that a $40 a month shake is just as good because it's got protein in it as our $120 a month super shake. But the people who do take our shake for a month, they feel it, and I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah,
and mine right here.
Oh, geez, yeah. Well,
I need a new cup, though.
You do.
Yeah.
You got to work on product placement with your fingers there. Okay, good job. Exactly. You hit on a big thing there. There's a lot of supplements, and as I was, my experience with Power 90, and I was like trying, that was my introduction to do supplements work. And frankly, you take a lot of supplements and you don't know if they work. You just hope that they work. And I just know I feel better with them, but I can't quite identify that. When Shakeology came out, and to tell you the truth, I was kind of shocked at the sticker price too.
Yeah.
But when I first tried that shake, it was like within a couple of days, I just instantly felt, I couldn't explain it. And it was the first supplement, even, and I was doing meal replacement shakes and protein shakes, but nothing actually made me feel different, feel alive, and I couldn't explain it because it was, a lot of people like, oh, it's kind of like a caffeine buzz, and it's not like that.
Yeah.
But, for you, I applaud you guys for even, putting the creative minds together to even fathom that idea, to put it together to where it would even taste good, because there's just a lot of things in there. That just blew us away. And the vegan ones, that's actually my favorite. Now, I wasn't a fan right at the beginning because I was so addicted to the regular chocolate. But then I tried the vegan, and because of the ultimate reset, maybe you can allude to that. But that was just an amazing, it's just a great feeling for that product.
Perry, you talk about 300 episodes of your podcast, and boy, what would we have to talk about for 300 weeks of this? And the state of health in this country, and the lack of honest resources that are really telling people how it is. You could spend 300 episodes talking about the benefits of Shakeology. You could spend the next 300 episodes talking about the transformation that people will get with the ultimate reset. The renaissance here that I think you tapped into very early is that for the right type of person, the person who wants to be on the other side of the velvet rope, that is the sort of the cordoned off for people who take their health seriously, who don't want to borrow from the future for a bag of chips or a fast food habit today, or people who actually take joy in sharing the benefits of a healthy lifestyle with people around them. I have no doubt that you'll have another 300 episodes or 600 episodes or 900 and plus episodes, because there's an audience for this. It's not going to be everybody, though, and that's the one thing that's sort of tough to fathom. When we see somebody start with us and then they go, I don't need it, I can go get that cheap shake, or I can just do one of these. The red pepper cleanse or the cayenne pepper cleanse with lemon juice. I think with lemon juice, and they just fast basically. It does damage, and you hate to see it, but some people are sensitive to these things. Some people aren't sensitive to these things. The people who are sensitive to them, who understand how painful disease can be when it happens, those are the people who make the right choice now. And I just want to just tell you how grateful I am that you communicate this way to inspire people to the benefits of this, because it's just as easy to quit as it is to join. It's probably even easier to quit and say, I'm not going to spend the money on this, or I'm not going to try to invite people. I'm not going to work on personal development. But life becomes empty, and the fact that you and the people who view your podcast are choosing to get something more rich, more fulfilling from life, that truly shows that they want to evolve as human beings and contribute to the community around them, is just says so much. And I'm really grateful. I mean, we don't pay you to do this podcast, but you do it. It's awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, and I have to just shout back to you with, you guys constantly pushing the envelope with creating things to simplify things for people. It's not easy, and people, it's really surprising how drastic and without research people will jump on a quick bandwagon to find some drastic drops that they can get from the mall and really hurt themselves, maybe get some results, but not in a healthy way. And it's really not investing in yourself, Yeah. And that's what we try to provide value with. But with the things that you guys are done with simplifying things with Shakeology, that ideal meal replacement shake, and then the 21-day ultimate reset, I was honored to be able to be a part of the group to do that with you twice, and that was just a big eye opener because, to tell you the truth, I was deathly scared, and you're a vegetable hater like me, and
you don't vegetables either?
No, I didn't. It was actually Debbie Siebers that had a call I was on with her that actually got me leaning toward integrating more of them into my eating. So I became more of a fan, but it's not my top choice. But if I was a kid growing up and Shakeology was on the table, I would not have gagged peas down with a drink. But ultimate reset, and then you've got all of the workout programs that you guys keep finding some great trainers, or even the existing trainers coming out and tweaking things or coming up with inventive products there. And in true Apple form, you have us, kind of going, what's next? Yeah. To see what's there and to challenge our bodies to, constantly see. I mean, Body Beast took things in a totally different direction for many people. It wasn't the direction for me,
yeah.
But I love the program. I love the exercise, love the workouts. But, always P90X and now the upcoming Combat. But where do you guys keep going, and how do you keep, evolving with those type of things?
Well, look, first off, I want to say that one of the reasons that I think the company is good at this is we're not a bunch of fitness guys. We find good fitness talent, but the idea generation comes from a group of creative people who are like me, that they would have no problem skipping exercise if there weren't some horizon for achieving something, whether it's getting big and adding mass in 90 days with Body Beast, or mastering mixed martial art program and getting shredded at the same time with Combat. The finding a way to make the living room or the garage as gratifying a place to exercise is important, not because we can sell it, but because we need it, because we don't like to exercise otherwise. So it's the idea generation comes from solving our own problems. So I can honestly say, I'm not allowed to tip you off, but I will say that this spring, we have a coach trip that many of our top coaches qualified for to come to Disney World with us. We'll be announcing a product, if not two products, that will be that will be released around the time of Summit, that I think could be the biggest products that we've ever done, honestly. And you talk to people and they go, "Oh, come on, how's that possible?" But we just get better at it and better at it and better at it and refine how we approach these things. And, if the problem were solved, we wouldn't have a growing trend of obesity. So we have to continue to be creative, and we have to find out what is the current environment that we're operating in, that more and more people need the solutions that we promote. So we're constantly dialing it in, right? So anyway, there's going to be an announcement this spring that I think is going to blow people away. In the meantime, what I hope happens from this blog and going forward through the first quarter of 2013, I really hope that the people who watch your podcast take it seriously, that they need to start a challenge group. And like, I've watched the dynamic. As you know, right now, John Congdon is in the middle of his Comeback Kids group doing P90X. He's got about 2,500 people. But I've watched the dynamic of people who are like, you know what, I've never finished P90X, or I've done it, but I only do it 2 or 3 times a week. I don't do the full 6 times a week. And I've watched it in meetings that we've had where people were like, you know what, I'm going to join that challenge group with you, John, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do 6 times a week. That's the power of a group of people that sort of create velocity, create momentum that you can draft off of with your own accountability. And I hope that you and the people that you help coach, or the coaches in your organization, take that to heart, take it seriously, and are right now planning the next challenge groups with challenge packs, so people have the entire package that they need in fitness, nutrition, peer support, and rewards to get the results. And so come January 1st or January 3rd, or whatever the appropriate start date is for when people want to get going, that there's a new challenge group that has 5 people, 10 people, 100 people working together and holding each other accountable. It is really important. And it's not just some network marketing speak. This is influence to get people out of the habit of blowing off their exercise, because that's the habit we're in, right? We're in the habit of saying, you know what, I'll get caught up, I'll do it later. We need to get in the habit of doing it, and that happens with influence and accountability. So I really hope that the people watching this today take a moment and go, you know what, I haven't committed to start a challenge group, but I need to. So what is that challenge? And it could start today. We could start Monday, whatever. Don't have to wait till January. But I just hope people say, this is the direction that this company's going. This is the way that we're seeing influence happen that gets people moving in a direction of health and fitness. And I hope everybody really takes it to heart, takes it seriously, and builds a challenge group. Manage it on Facebook, manage it through Twitter, or just podcasts or Skype, or however you want to do it. But post your stats on what we call Saturday. Get it? Saturday. And photos, and just get people engaged in the challenge, because that's where it's happening. That's where the influence is happening. But you got to eat right. Happens with Shakeology, and you got to push play. And I hope people really take that to heart now.
It is, and thank you so much for that, because once the challenge group concept was presented about a year ago, and it was just like, oh, duh, because we used to do this on the message boards when, before the Beachbody coaching network was around, and people were creating these innovative challenges and things like that. Some worked, some didn't, but there was always somebody saying, hey, I'm starting on this day, who wants to start with me? And it was awesome. And to this day, I mean, at least for me personally, 1 or 2 a month, and some of the best ones have been for the people that have a million excuses not to exercise. 10-minute trainer is like such an easy in for a lot of people, because it breaks through that. We've simplified the short-term exercise. We've simplified it with a meal replacement. We've given you a customized meal planner designed for you. And and then you get the support of that group where everybody's engaging. It's phenomenal. And then once people get results, they're telling everybody. I've got one lady in our group right now, and I think she herself has brought in 6 or 7 people into our new group.
Wow.
It's just unbelievable. So thank you for all that.
And it's not perfect, Perry. It will never be perfect. Like people say, oh, well, the meal planner could work better, or, I can't do 6 days a week. I can only do 5 days a week. Well, that's fine. The point is, get the group together, be working in the same program, and the results will follow. And those results, if you take your before photos and then you submit 30-day, 60-day, when at every point, submit your results to the Beachbody Challenge, and you're in the running for this $500 prize. We get thousands of submissions a week, obviously, tens of thousands a month, and we're giving away $500 a day. We're picking 10 winners for the $1,000 a month prize, and then of course the $5,000, I believe it is, quarterly prizes, and then there's a $100,000 grand prize for the best male and female transformation of the year. And a free T-shirt to everybody who submits their results when they're done their program. So there's no downside to participating in this ecosystem of influence. And that's my point, is, that woman who is influencing others to get involved, we're the only ones on the planet that have put it all together this way, where you get this healthiest meal of the day, you get a fitness program that people can do together, that they're all participating in the same type of program. You've got that accountability, peer support, and that fun idea of getting rewarded for it, whether you get rewarded as a coach because you get a commission on inspiring others when they join, or the prospect of $500 a day or this $100,000 grand prize. So it's pretty cool, but it takes effort. And that's what I'm so grateful to what you and your coaches do, is going to that effort, getting the word out. As we say, invite, never stop, but do it the right way. Don't do it to generate a sale. Do it to inspire somebody to get healthy and fit, and you just can't lose.
Yeah, everybody's got to shoot for that consolation prize of getting healthy and fit. That's an awesome one. That's the best one. So, Carl, thanks for taking the time to be a guest on this milestone podcast. So appreciate everything that you guys do there. You and the entire company, our coach network. But it's just been an unbelievable journey, and still continue to be. And I just thank you so much for coming on today.
My pleasure, Perry. Congratulations, and keep up the good work.
All right. Thanks. Have yourself a good one. Take care.
All right, you too.
Bye. That was so exciting. I absolutely love getting on a call with Carl, seeing Carl present, listening to any charge up thing. I mean, when the guy speaks, you just can't help but feel pumped and engaged and want to reach out, help yourself, help people, and make a difference in this world. And it's just amazing. And the guy is just phenomenal. So thought you'd enjoy that treat to help celebrate number 300. I so appreciate all of you tuning in each week, all the support you've given. And here's to the next 300, right? So anyway, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.